Picture this: lights flashing, headlines screaming, and two of Hollywood's most Instagram-perfect faces locked in a $400 million crossfire. One side claims betrayal and career sabotage, the other cries defamation and extortion. Beneath the glitter of a booked film romance, a hidden war erupted, one that could rewrite power rules in Stick around, because by the end, you'll be wondering whether this lawsuit is justice served or reputation assassination. Lily Bloom and Ryle Kincaid were supposed to live only inside Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel It Ends With Us. In 2019, Justin Baldoni, activist and rookie feature director, snagged the screen rights, promising a film that would spotlight survivors of domestic abuse. When he signed Blake Lively, audiences pictured a box office heartbreaker with a feel-good cause. Early table reads felt like summer camp euphoria, shared playlists, late-night script tweaks, and heartfelt texts about doing justice to survivors. Sony fast-tracked production, and gossip pages called it the romance movie to watch. The honeymoon ended the moment paparazzi snapped Lively on set wearing floral overalls she handpicked. Twitter roasted the look, and studio execs panicked. Quietly, the first fault line cracked between star and director. December 20, 2024. Blake Lively files a civil rights complaint in California, alleging sexual harassment, boundary invasions, and a smear machine ready to bury her if she talked. She names Baldoni, Wayfarer Studios, and half a dozen insiders. The language is nuclear: hostile set, improvised kisses, and an uninvited trailer visit while she breastfed. Hollywood gasped. Headlines multiplied. Supporters cheered Lively for speaking up in the post-Maddow era, while skeptics questioned timing. 11 days before she turned the complaint into a lawsuit. Still, the document hit Baldoni like a freight train. The day after it filed, talent agency WME quietly dropped him, and a women's nonprofit yanked an award he'd already polished for the mantle. New Year's Eve, just as champagne bottles popped, Baldoni sued the New York Times for $250 million, accusing the paper of cherry-picking texts to paint him as a predator. 2 weeks later, he leveled the big one, a $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Lively's publicist Leslie Sloan, crying defamation, civil extortion, and media manipulation. His filing reads like a thriller: covert phone calls, power, coercion, and A-list frenzy as Taylor Swift's name pops up, pressuring him to rubber stamp Lively's rewrites. He paints himself as a director who bent over backward, only to be stabbed with his own generosity. And he drops receipts, texts showing Lively inviting him to her trailer, footage of her initiating unscripted kisses, and a 170-point non-negotiable list allegedly delivered during the writers' strike. While picket lines halted filming, Lively demanded access to raw deletes, backstage privilege actors seldom get. Baldoni hesitated. Producers panicked, but he yielded. Next came script control, a rooftop meet-cute Lively wanted rewritten. According to Baldoni, Reynolds and Swift sat beside her in a penthouse, praising her draft and staring him down until he caved. He later learned Reynolds had typed most of the new pages. Wardrobe debates got uglier. After internet mockery, Baldoni pleaded for subtler outfits. Lively allegedly told lawyers he sobbed for hours, but Baldoni says it was a short, tense chat where he teared up only because she just complimented his directing. Then came the intimacy choreography tempest. Lively insisted no intimacy coordinator existed. Baldoni shows invoices and emails proving otherwise, and claims she refused meetings with that very coordinator. She said a birthing scene left her nearly naked. He counters with photos of briefs, a pregnancy prosthetic, and a hospital gown. Each charge meets a counterfile, turning truth into a he-said-she-said labyrinth. December 21, 2024. The New York Times drops "We Can Bury Anyone" inside a Hollywood smear machine, quoting texts from Baldoni's former publicist about burying Lively. Overnight, Baldoni's name trends with words like predator and abuser. He insists the texts are ripped from context. Crisis team brainstorming, not threats. Behind the curtain, his legal team claims Lively's publicist planted negative Tips to tabloids. Flipping a Daily Mail piece from Why is Blake Difficult? To set insiders slam Baldoni. One reporter later allegedly admitted he was fed false intel about sexual assault, a claim even Lively's lawsuit never states outright. Baldoni hires Johnny Depp's crisis guru Melissa Nathan to stop the bleeding. But the damage spreads. Think pieces, hot takes, and TikToks dissecting every facial twitch from old interviews. Meanwhile, Lively's floral Instagram post, "Grab your friends, wear your florals," is slammed as tone deaf to abuse survivors. Critics call her promo, cutesy, and DMN disrespectful. Both reputations teeter as fans wonder who to believe. Summer 2024. Production wraps, but post-production becomes trench warfare. Lively crafts her own cut. Baldoni's version tests 20% better in key demos. Yet rumor says her edit is the one Sony plans to market. Test screening graphs leak on Reddit, fueling conspiracy threads. August 6th. New York premiere. Baldoni claims Lively threatened to skip if he walked the red carpet. Studio compromise. He arrives through a side door, hustled downstairs to watch his own film on a basement screen. The official after-party list omits his name. Irony. His own company funded the bash. Paparazzi photos later surface Baldoni seated next to a soda machine under fluorescent lights, while Alistair's toast upstairs. Days later, rumors swirl that Reynolds urged WME execs to drop Baldoni, labeling him a sexual predator. The agency denies, but Baldoni lists names, dates, emails. Each denial spawns new clickbait, and the cycle spins. Trailer visits. Lively's complaint says Baldoni barged in while she breastfed. Baldoni shows texts. "I'm just pumping in my trailer if you want to run lines." Improvised kisses. She calls them unchoreographed violations. Camera footage allegedly shows her pulling him in first twice. Fat-shaming. Incident. Reynolds allegedly yells when Baldoni asks a trainer about Lively's weight for a lift. Baldoni presents doctors. Notes about chronic back issues. Nudity writer. Lively says she never received one. Wayfarer emails show PDFs sent, unsigned. Intimacy coordinator. She claims none existed. Invoices list services, and coordinator emails request meetings. Lively politely declined. Defamation cases demand falsity and malice. Baldoni must prove Lively knew her statements were false. Lively must show they were true, or at least that she believed them with reason. Each side wields screenshots like daggers, but digital receipts can be interpreted, misread, or conveniently trimmed. Outside court, social judgment is swifter. Hashtags split. Hashtag believe. Blake versus. Hashtag justice for Justin. Meanwhile, industry peers worry if two stars this powerful can destroy each other. Who's safe? When the gavel finally falls, one of two narratives will crystallize. A. Brave actress exposed a behind-the-scenes predator and paid the price in public slander. A. Passionate director was framed by superstar leverage and a perfectly timed media blitz. Either outcome will echo beyond It Ends With Us, reshaping contract clauses, intimacy protocols, and PR warfare in Hollywood. Studios will rethink how much power a star or a director should wield, and fans will keep dissecting every leaked text, hunting clues like true crime sleuths. So next time you scroll past a glossy premiere photo, remember, behind every red carpet smile could lurk NDAs, burner phones, and a basement theater seat no one was supposed to photograph. The truth, it might be worth $400 million, or it might stay buried forever. Final note, stay tuned, because the next court filing could flip this saga yet again. And when it drops, you'll hear the shocking twist, right here.